Hi everyone, it's Sunday, September 2nd, and it's time for another HideNet Week in Review. I'm Vice President Vera Dordick. Starting with Latin America this week, TR1 seems to have firmed up. As we mentioned during the fair videos, the Brazilian sellers did better than they had expected to, partially helped by their currency exchange rate. Also, we have a report this week that the government has decided to end the export tax on wet blue leather. From Mexico, we have reports this week on the Sept fair, as well as some shifts in footwear production there. Moving on to Europe, Andrea Guolo reports from Bologna that cows are still seeing a struggle with sales, and the coming week will be very telling with regard to what's going to happen with cow prices and how those may affect bulls. And speaking of bulls, there are some selections that are seeing easement in price in Europe, and veal remains expensive because supplies are tight. And at the end of the report, he lays out a very nice forecast for the coming weeks with what may happen with some of the prices, so you'll want to check that out. In news, one of the big items was that Chanel bought a Spanish leather group, which is another move as they tighten their supply chain and take control over their suppliers, which is definitely a trend among many of the luxury brands these days. Moving on to the United States, as was indicative at the fair, volumes seem to be low this week. Sales were a bit slow. In addition, steer selections, a number of them saw declines this week. Were not able to hold up the prices that they had achieved the week before. However, some other selections did increase a little bit. Texas was one of the ones that was down $1 to $2 this week. And again, others did see some signs of gains. With the export report this week, numbers were better. However, they didn't clear, sales did not exceed slaughter this week. So that is better, but not entirely great. So the week coming up is a short week for the U.S. It's the Labor Day holiday. So we'll see what that does for production, although they may make up a lot of that lost day on Saturday. So that remains to be seen. So with that, that is all for this week, and we hope you'll join us next week. Good night from HideNet.